Hey, stop scrolling right now. Because if you're receiving any Centrelink payment in Australia right now, there is something happening that most people have absolutely no idea about. 7 types of payments and bills are at serious risk of being cancelled. And the worst part is, Centrelink is not sending out clear warnings to most people before it happens. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly which payments are at risk, why they get cancelled, and most importantly, what you can do right now to protect yourself. So stay with me, because this could save you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. Welcome back to Centrelink Info Aus. I'm Daniel Brooks, and on this channel, we break down everything you need to know about your Centrelink entitlements in plain, simple language, no confusing government jargon, no runaround, just straight facts you can actually use. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now because we put out videos like this regularly and you do not want to miss what's coming up. Now let's get into it because this is serious and I want to make sure you're fully covered. The first payment that is regularly getting canceled without people realizing is Job Seeker. And the number one reason this happens is missed reporting. Centrelink requires you to report your income and job search activity every 2 weeks. If you miss even one reporting period, your payment can be suspended or canceled outright. A lot of people think that missing one report is fine or that Centrelink will send them a reminder. They won't. Once that deadline passes, your payment stops, and getting it reinstated can take weeks. So if you're on Job Seeker, set a reminder on your phone every fortnight. Do not rely on Centrelink to chase you up. The second one is the age pension. And this surprises a lot of people because they assume once they're on the age pension, it's locked in forever. It's not. If your assets or income change and you don't report it to Centrelink, your pension can be reduced or canceled entirely. This includes things like receiving an inheritance, selling a property, or even a spouse's financial situation changing. Centrelink has data matching programs that cross-reference your financial information with the ATO, the banks, and other government agencies. They will find out. And when they do, they won't just cancel your payment, they'll want the money back as well. The third payment at risk is the Disability Support Pension, also known as DSP. Centrelink regularly reviews DSP recipients to check that you still meet the medical and work capacity criteria. If you haven't updated your medical certificates or if your treating doctor hasn't submitted the right paperwork, your payment can be suspended while the review is pending. Many people only find out their DSP has been canceled when they check their bank account and there's nothing there. If you're on DSP, make sure your medical documentation is always current and that your doctor is aware of what Centrelink requires from them. Number 4 is Family Tax Benefit. This one is canceled more often than almost any other payment in Australia, and the main reason is end-of-year reconciliation. When you receive Family Tax Benefit, it's based on an estimated family income for the year. When tax time comes around, Centrelink reconciles what you were paid against what you actually earned. If you earned more than you estimated and you haven't updated your income estimate throughout the year, you could end up with a debt. And if that debt isn't resolved, Centrelink will cancel your ongoing payment until it's sorted. The fix here is simple. Update your income estimate through MyGov every single time your financial situation changes throughout the year. Don't wait until July. The fifth payment is parenting payment. This one often gets canceled when a child reaches a certain age and the recipient doesn't transition to another payment in time. Single parents on parenting payment need to be aware that once their youngest child turns 8, the payment stops. For partnered recipients, it stops when the youngest child turns 6. A lot of people get caught off guard by this because nobody explicitly tells them the end date is coming. If you're approaching these ages, get ahead of it now and speak to Centrelink about transitioning to another payment like Job Seeker before the cutoff hits. The sixth payment that gets canceled regularly is the carer payment. Similar to DSP, the carer payment requires ongoing documentation confirming that the person you care for still meets the eligibility criteria. If the person you're caring for passes away, recovers, enters residential care, or their medical situation changes significantly, your carer payment can and will be canceled. Additionally, if you take on work that exceeds the allowed hours per week without notifying Centrelink, your payment will be suspended. If anything changes in your caring situation, you must notify Centrelink within 14 days. That is not optional, that is a legal obligation. And the seventh payment on this list, and honestly one of the most overlooked, is rent assistance. Now, rent assistance isn't a standalone payment, it's an add-on to your base payment. But here's what catches people out. If your address changes and you don't update it with Centrelink, or if your rent amount changes and you don't report it, your rent assistance will stop. Thousands of Australians are losing their rent assistance entitlement every single year simply because they moved and didn't update their details in MyGov. If you've moved in the last 6 months and haven't updated your address and rental details with Centrelink, do it today. Now, I want to talk about something that ties all of these together, because there is a bigger picture here that most people are missing. Centrelink has been ramping up its automated compliance processes. They use a system that constantly checks your details against data from the ATO, banks, housing registries, and other government departments. This isn't new, but the technology is becoming more sophisticated every year. The old days of getting a letter in the mail and having plenty of time to respond are gone. Now decisions can be made quickly, and your payment can be effected before you even know there's an issue. The best thing you can do right now, and I cannot stress this enough, is to log into your MyGov account and check every single detail. Check your address, check your income estimates, check your relationship status, check your employment details. Make sure everything is accurate and up to date. It takes maybe 10 minutes, and it could save you from losing your income unexpectedly. The second thing I want you to do is make sure you know your reporting obligations. Every payment has different rules about what you need to report and when. If you're unsure about what applies to your specific payment, the Centrelink website does have information available, or you can call them directly. I know the wait times can be frustrating, but getting this wrong is far more costly than waiting on hold for an hour. And if your payment has already been canceled or suspended, don't panic, but don't wait either. You have the right to appeal Centrelink decisions. This is called a review, and you can request an authorized review officer to look at your case. If that doesn't go your way, you can escalate to the Administrative Appeals Tribunal. Many people don't know these options exist, but they are there to protect you. I also want to mention something that I get asked about all the time, and that's debts. If Centrelink says you owe them money, do not just ignore it. Centrelink debts can be deducted directly from your future payments, referred to the Department of Home Affairs, which can affect visas, and in some cases referred for legal recovery action. If you have a debt and you can't afford to pay it back in full, contact Centrelink and set up a repayment arrangement. They will work with you, but only if you reach out first. Look, the system isn't perfect, and it's frustrating that people can lose their income without any clear warning. But knowing these 7 risks puts you in a much stronger position than most Centrelink recipients right now. Knowledge is protection, and that's exactly what this channel is here to provide. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up because it helps more Australians who need this information find it. Drop a comment below telling me which payment you're on or if there's a specific Centrelink topic you want me to cover next. I read every single comment, and your questions directly shape what I make next. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do it right now. We post regular updates on Centrelink payments, policy changes, and tips to help you get every dollar you're entitled to. I'm Daniel Brooks. Thanks for watching Centrelink Info House, and I'll see you in the next one.